Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Now, if you've just started sim racing, you're probably finding that it's a bit of a nightmare. I know, I've been there. But in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you get started. So who am I to be giving out tips? Well, my name's Dave Cameron. I've been sim racing for about 5.5 years. And in total, I've probably done 4,000 or 5,000 races on various different simulators. And trust me, I've learned things the hard way, and I wish somebody was there when I started to tell me what I'm going to tell you. So sit back, grab a drink, 5 quick tips to make your sim racing experience a little bit better. Now, the first tip that I'm going to give you is to practice. Now, that's a bit of an obvious tip, I agree, and probably not the tips you came here for. However, it goes a little bit deeper. So when I say practice, I mean practice as if you mean it. Practice everything that you would do in the race. So you can practice pit entry. Pit exit. Practice your defensive lines. Practice your alternate overtaking lines. If anybody gets upset that you're messing up their hot lap, well, that's just tough. They can jump into a private session, hot lap to their heart's content. You're not going to gain anything by practicing on your own or just by practicing hot lapping. You need to practice what you're going to be doing in the race. Now, the second tip I'm going to give you is to master the art of trail braking. So if you're going around the track and you're braking at the same point as everybody else and they're a lot quicker than you are, well, there's a good chance that they're trail braking and you're not. Now, it just so happens I made a video not too long ago, which you can find up here or down below, where there's a couple of drills that you can practice to master your trail braking. So tip 3 is all about your mentality at the beginning of the race. I know what it's like at the beginning of the race. Adrenaline's pumping. We all want to nick that position going into turn number 1. But it's okay to go back 1 or 2 positions. Sometimes we get a bad start. Sometimes other people get a really good start. But just remember, you out-qualified those guys for a reason. Pace will usually prevail throughout the race. So just focus on keeping your car on track. To finish first you have to finish. Let the dust settle. Pace will prevail, and you're likely going to get those positions back what you lost at the beginning. Now, tip number 4 is all about thinking about the bigger picture and trying to avoid entering battles that you've got no chance of winning. Now, on the first lap, yeah, I'll do some mild defending to try and hold on to track position. And on the last couple of laps, well, you better believe I'm going to defend as if my life depends on it. However, in the mid part of the race, it's all about trying to catch up to the guys in front and pull away from the guys behind. Now, you need to have an awareness of what's going on in the race, and you need to keep an eye on your relative. If there's a guy catching you 1-2 seconds per lap, well, he's obviously a lot quicker, and he's going to get past you at some point. He might have not qualified, he might have qualified really badly, or he might have spun, and he might be making his way back to the front of the grid. Now, unless it's the last couple of laps, well, what are you going to gain from having a fight with him? Well, you're either going to have a fight, slow each other down, and the guys that you were trying to pull away from are going to catch you up and overtake you as well. Or the guy's going to get really frustrated, go for a move where he shouldn't, and take you both out. Now, I know what it's like. When I first started, I used to battle with every single driver at every single corner, and I used to scratch my head wondering, why am I not finishing races? Well, that's the reason why I just wasn't choosing my battles wisely. So think bigger picture. Yeah, defend at the start, defend at the end, but in the middle, all you want to think about doing is moving forward, pulling away from the guys behind. And you ain't going to do that by battling with somebody who's 1 second, 2 seconds a lap quicker than you. Well, it's going to end in tears. Now, tip number 5 is all about checking the replay before you call somebody out. I've been guilty of it many times. You type something in chat or you press the push to talk, accusing somebody of wrecking you out of a race. You look at the replay, it turns out it's your fault. And it's guaranteed that if everybody is listening to you complaining about somebody or typing in chat, well, they're going to go and watch that incident back. And if it was your fault, you're going to look like a complete idiot. I've been there. Don't do it. And one final tip from me from my time in sim racing: be the nice guy. I would much rather be remembered for being the nice guy than one of those other guys. If you make a mistake, say sorry. If somebody does something nice and lets you through, say thank you. It's that simple. It takes 2 seconds. Do that and I guarantee you that your sim racing experience will be much more pleasurable. So there we go. That's my 5 tips for those guys that are brand new to sim racing. I know it's difficult at the beginning, but if you follow those 5 tips, I promise you, your sim racing experience will be a whole lot better. And just remember that we're here to sim race, whether we're racing for first place or 15th place. If we're racing, we're racing. And I get as much joy from battling for 15th as I would for battling for first. Although I'm not going to lie, winning an online race is amazing. So if you've got any other top tips for people, leave them down below in the comments. This can be your one-stop tip shop. As always, thanks for watching. Good luck on track. See you later. Cheers.